Yeah, there's a vibrating waterbed, Anthony.
Not
there.
a bed, but is there
Are
a doctor's bed?
No,
Like
it was a
standard
regular
doctor's.
doctor.
Okay.
Was there a
chair,
smoke machine and music?
No. Yeah, there was disco and
I just want to know, did they applaud when you brought it in?
that was it.
La 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 la
Luke, I am your father.
Such a great movie. It was a good movie, and I didn't even like all the other ones.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, keep your feet and hands in the ride at all times. Do not feed the animals. And let's get ready to F your feelings. We're coming to you live from Boca Raton, Florida. We have a brother Jonathan in the house.
Hey, from Toronto. Come on, brother Jonathan's here. We're very happy.
I am surrounded by Rosen Fields. From the front of me, to the left of me, to the right of me. And the only way to get the show started correctly is Anthony, F your feelings.
You know what, Eric? But I'm going to go to Daniel. Daniel, F your feelings.
And Brother John, F your feelings.
And all of our friends in the universe out there on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, thank you so much for subscribing. Hit all the buttons, share our content, subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to submit stories. We're all about it. And if you haven't figured it out already, F Your Feelings is not a way for us to tell us that we do not like you. It's just a way for you to feel and how you move through the world, right? You should not be afraid to have your own thoughts. You should not be afraid to have your own opinions. More importantly, be authentic, be yourself. And we're going to give you our authentic selves. We're going to give you our thoughts and opinions. You may not like it. You may not agree with it. But that's okay. That's just the world we live in. There's lots of things happening, and we're just going to bring it to you as we see it. So we have lots of fun things going on this week. Dolphins suck again.
Okay, well.
But I think the good thing is, and I think Anthony brought it up, is we're getting a little bit bigger in social media. We're getting picked up. We're getting some conversations.
We're getting more likes. We're getting more subscribes. People are commenting more, and we're loving it, and we're responding it to each and every one of your comments as they come in. We love it.
We are figuring it out with you following along, so thank you so much for that. And always as we start the show, wait a second. What the hell are you wearing?
Yeah. I can't believe it. I'm here, man. I'm here from the island.
What part of the island are you from?
From the beach.
What is this? Is this what is this for? What are you wearing the hat for tonight?
Well, it's
I know you like Halloween.
As my other brother says, it's social. What is it? Appropriation Day.
Yeah.
Isn't that Columbus Day? Indigenous Peoples Day? Right? Is that what you're talking about?
Listen, I love Halloween. I've already said this last week. It's my favorite holiday. I love it. I celebrate it the month long. I watch horror movies. I deck out my house. I love it. So this is just kind of in support of my
love for Halloween.
Okay,
gotcha.
Yeah. Daniel gives away the best candy. So visit his house. Make sure you get. He gives out the orange and black candy. Isn't that the good candy, right? The kind that's wrapped in little packages, nothing on it.
Yeah, I bet you Daniel's not a great candy giver. Like, you don't do all out candy.
Well, he gives candy corn.
We did one year. We had the candy out, but of course we realized that we live in a very kind of religious area, and they only celebrate like.
Oh yeah.
So there was one knock on the door.
That's actually very funny. So Halloween, you don't see anybody. Purim, forget it. Everybody's out on the street. Purim, they're all dressed like superheroes, walking around the neighborhood. It's crazy. It's kind of weird.
My community's the opposite, but I am. If you don't want to give candy, I am that house. You actually turn off your lights. My wife and I are the ones that turn off our lights.
You don't even want to see the kids in the costumes.
We are that house. That's how little we support. Even though we're a major Halloween community, we turn off the lights. Because we just don't want to have people coming to our home.
You know why? Because you like Thanksgiving. Your big thing is Thanksgiving.
I'm a Thanksgiving. My favorite holiday of the year.
But you should embrace Halloween. It's an amazing holiday.
I just love Thanksgiving. I love everything about it. You got the football. You got the turkey. You got the mashed potatoes with gravy. Every one of my favorite foods. And we bring the whole family together. I love
macaroni with cheese.
Macaroni with cheese. Oh, I love the It's just all my favorite foods in one holiday. It really is.
Nothing like Halloween. I'm sorry, I disagree.
I love Halloween too. We talked about it last week. Halloween for me, unfortunately, is not what it used to be. I don't have kids to share it with, but like I told you, as a kid, going trick or treating with the pillowcase and getting as much candy as you possibly can, and getting dressed up. My mom was really into it.
She still dresses up.
She still dresses up,
which I find
she loves it.
His 80-year-old mother dressing up,
and she makes the best. She'll go into her closet and she'll find something, and I'm like, Did you buy that? She's like, no, I just made it.
Oh my God.
So,
She's crazy.
so that's where your sister got the bug from. Doesn't your sister know how to design stuff? And
My sister's always been that hustler, right? She's the one that right now she does this thing. Shout out to Mandy Land. If you wear pair eyeglasses, she sells the magnetic designer pieces. She makes them one-off. She makes them. They're all hand designed. So visit Mandy Land. You can find her on Facebook.
Nice.
And they're not very expensive, but they're very cool. So my sister makes those. But she's always had that. When in high school, she made tie-dyed matching shirts and shoes and pants, bedazzled
She
stuff.
was entrepreneurial.
Always.
She's got an
always.
entrepreneurial.
Yeah, she had a bakery at some point. She owned a travel service for kids getting to school. So she's always had that in her.
Cool.
I think this is kind of part of what she does. And, it's funny because it kind of brings me to the quote of the week. We always try to get a quote of the week out there. And the quote this week is brought to us by Marie Curie. And if you don't know her, she's the first female Nobel Peace Prize winner. Or Nobel Prize winner. I should say she's won it twice in 2 different categories. So nothing in life is to be feared. It's only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. There's lots of crazy things that are happening out there where fear often thrives in the unknown, in the shadows of what we don't yet understand. The moment we start to examine something closely, to learn its patterns and logic, the power of fear weakens. Understanding doesn't just calm anxiety, right? It transforms. It's every breakthrough with the willingness to face what scares us and its questions inside of running from it. So Curie's message isn't about science. It's about life. It's the cure for the fear of curiosity. And the more you learn, the less you have room there for panic.
I think that goes well with like AI, with what's going on. Like, don't try to hide from it. Try to understand it. Embrace it. Become one with it. Like...
similar quote from last week, similar meaning, I guess.
Similar vibe. Yeah, but I mean, in the world today, I mean, there's so many things to fear. We have uneasiness in the world. We have politics, not just here, but look what's happening in France.
Everywhere.
Look what's happening in Venezuela.
Yeah.
It's a scary time. I was telling Anthony earlier today, it's like, I wish I lived in the 80s, man. What a simpler time. Cocaine and junk bonds.
Yeah.
Man, our parents had it fun.
Yeah.
Geez, there it is going out there banging and doing cocaine and buying junk bonds, and they were living the life.
But I think we discussed it earlier. You and I were texting. There seems to be a lot more going on. There seems to be a lot. But at the end of the day, you and I were discussing it. The media creates a lot of it, and they create a lot of the divide. But at the end of the day, you and I think, are in agreement. Most people want the same thing. They want to be able to take care of their family. They want to be able to have enough money on the table, go on a couple of vacations here and there. I think at the end of the day, we're not as divided as it seems to be, but because of the 24-hour news cycle, the social media, they make money on the division.
Politics is not what people, I think, care about. They care about, like you said, being able to provide for their family, going on vacation, being able to retire and travel and do the things that they want. Yeah. If you've ever seen the movie Bug's Life, this is exactly it. At some point, the ants realize that there are way more ants than there are grasshoppers. And when all the ants got together, they kicked the grasshopper's ass. Yeah. So, I mean, Democrat, Republican, Independent, I don't care what you are. The more we divide each other, the easier it is for them to conquer us and for them to do whatever 100%. Their greedy little bastards want to do. So,
agreed, 100%.
So
you're right.
So you go out there and you face the fear and you find a way to make it work for you.
Yeah.
I know Daniel's got something to say about this, of course, because he always does.
Daniel, what is your counter to Eric's quote of the week? You usually have a counter.
My funny quote of the day is basically nothing in life is to be feared except the moment that Eric says that he likes to walk around naked.
I love to walk around naked.
Could you imagine Eric walking around naked?
What's better than being naked? We were born naked.
I like being naked.
I walk around the house naked, and I don't know if it bothers my wife. I started putting on pants because I'm like, look, especially as I've gotten thinner. I agree. I'm probably not the sexiest person out there, right? So I have some loose skin issues, but I feel pretty free in myself. I've always felt that way. I think I was telling Daniel here, like when I was in high school, you have to shower with guys in the gym. I had to learn to be comfortable with myself at a very young age. So I'm very confident and comfortable with who I am. If you think I'm a fat guy or a flabby guy or whatever, all right, that's just your opinion, man. Like I said, that's the mantra, right? I move through the world worrying about myself, being the most authentic person I can.
I just came up with another bet. Like before you have this big surgery.
Oh boy.
Like we have to make a bet on a game where if one of us lose, we have to lift up your skin or
Hold on.
something.
Wait.
No, but I'm saying it's got to be before the surgery. We got to do something where one of us.
Should we do? Do you know who Bert Kreischer is?
Who's that?
Two bears,
yeah.
one cave.
Yeah.
So he's a comedian.
Yeah.
He's the guy that the FSU party guy.
Yes.
Van Wilder is based on him.
Yeah.
So he has a huge. He's the thing where he takes off his shirt and he does the shirt.
does.
So maybe the bet should be, I have to do the whole show with my shirt off.
Oh my God! I don't
Like
know.
that's scary. Look, I won't lie. That's pretty freaking scary.
I don't know if our viewers will be able to watch.
I mean,
it's going to be gone soon. It's going to be gone. So we got to do it before he's gone.
you want a little peek? You want a little peek? Look, he's getting turned on. He's getting turned on. I think.
Oh, Dan.
He's already destroying the equipment. It goes in your headset, buddy.
Oh my God.
Technical, he's not. Daniel might be the smartest dumb person I know, and I mean that in a nice way. Daniel is very smart. He's very successful. He's got a great family. He's a great person. But I feel the same way. I think we could probably all classify ourselves as that, right? I feel like I'm really smart at some things, and other things where people are like, how do you not know that?
Outside of my work and my profession, it's because I choose. It's a choice. I don't want. I feel like I've done it all day. I don't want to read or do more or think for myself. My wife always says you're so great at representing others, but terrible at representing yourself. And she's 100%.
I think a lot of lawyers are like that.
Yeah, like she goes, and that's probably why they say you shouldn't represent yourself in a criminal case or so forth.
Mr. Rosenfield, are you sure you want to represent yourself here?
You should not represent yourself.
Well, let's move on to what's annoying us this week.
Oh,
Daniel, what's annoying you this week?
Well, look, ever since I turned 50, unfortunately, I tend to wake up in the middle of the night and I have to pee. It sucks.
How many times a night? How many times a night?
Once a night.
Once a night.
That's not even bad.
So what, like at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning?
About 4:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
4 in the morning, I'll have to wake up late. And it sucks because, once I hit the 49.
But you could look at that two ways. I actually, me, we think we've discussed it before. It's not probably healthy. I don't pee enough. But I am waking up
What do you mean you
myself
don't
now.
pee enough?
I don't pee enough. Like I literally can go all day, and my first pee is when I get home from work.
Is that because you don't drink enough
Probably
liquid?
not a drinking enough liquid.
God, I pee like 14 times during the day.
You drank.
Wait, so you do wake up in the morning now?
Now I'm waking up, but you can look at it a positive. When you wake up and you're peeing, and you look at the clock and it's 4:30, I know I have another hour and a half, 2 hours.
You
left.
appreciate
so
the
I'm like
sleep more.
excited. I'm like, okay, let me go take this pee and go back to bed.
I do have a question about your pee. So you're at work, you're all day, you're busy, right? You're not thinking about peeing. You're just kind of doing your thing. You get home like, fuck.
And it is a long.
So it's like orgasmic, like you're just like,
yes.
Oh
And
yes.
My wife.
Oh my
comments
God.
that it is.
It's the longest pee.
And my kids are like, "What's wrong with that?" They hear me with the noises. I am that guy. Yes, I pee at the end of the day, and it's like an orgasmic pee.
So I used to be in the restaurant business, and when you're in the restaurant business and you're busy, like, you're working tables, you're running food, you're doing things, you're busy, like for like 4, 5, 6 hour shift, and you're sweating. I drink a lot of liquid, and then like finally, like I would, maybe this is a little gross, maybe I'm sharing too much, but like, so I'm not even thinking about using the bathroom like you because I'm busy. Now it's like I'm the last person to leave the restaurant. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I get to my car for like a 30-minute drive home. And I'm like, holy crap. Man, do I have to pee? And now I've left the restaurant, so no, the only thing I can do is pee in the parking garage next to my car.
That's fine.
I've done it so many times. I won't even lie. This and it's the longest pee, and like it's just like eyes rolling back in your head.
And you're looking around, making sure no one
I'm not even
sees
looking.
you.
My eyes are
you want to
closed.
make
I'm
sure
just
no
like,
one's always seeing.
I just got the look on my face, and it feels so good because it's like a gallon.
Yeah,
a
I
gallon
get it,
comes
I
out.
get it.
Now I drink a lot of water, so I pee all day long, and I also get up in the middle of the night to pee. But I try to stop drinking liquid by about 5, 6 o'clock.
What's the reason for that?
Because I don't want to get up in the middle. I only get up in the middle of the night to pee because I drink so much liquid. But it's usually like around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And then I go back to bed because I get up at 6. So I got like another 4 hours to.
I got you. Anything annoyed you this week? Anything that stems out that you were like, oh, God, that annoys the shit out of me?
No, not really. I have things that annoy me on a regular basis in life. I guess sometimes if I had to think about it, but I try not to be that person. I want to be that person that is annoying. Because if I'm annoying to somebody else, okay, that's not my problem. That's yours. But I try to go through life where I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky person for the most part. As you know, as we've mentioned in the past, I can be sensitive. So I can let that, but I'm really good at letting it go. So I'll have my sensitive moment. I'll do what I'm going to do, and then I'm like, I'm on to the next thing. So
I would say my annoying thing that in my profession, I've learned this early in my career. The elderly attorneys who are sort of on their way out, they're deal killers. Like they'll make arguments that aren't contractually or legally based, and it's just because that's what they think. But at the end of the day, they're not putting into account that my client and their client enter into an agreement to consummate a deal. Why do we have to argue? Why do we have to... At the end of the day, give me your arguments of why you think your point is your point. I'll give you my arguments, and maybe we can meet in the middle here. But some of them are just these elderly attorneys are so adamant, and they actually kill deals. They can actually kill deal. Is that what their client intended when they entered the deal? Probably not. So I just feel like the elderly attorneys, I know you're maybe on your way out, and you don't care as much anymore. I don't know what it is. But at the end of the day, remember what our clients entered into a deal for, and that was to consummate a deal. So let's try to work together and not so combative.
Oh, we're keeping a theme. I like the theme. Working together. Let's bring it together.
Bring
people.
it together.
Come together.
You could still work out a deal where your client gets some what he wants, my client gets some of what he wants, and guess what? The deal actually
brought
closes.
to you by LegalZoom.
It's funny. Actually, now I think about it, I guess I do have something that kind of annoying happened this week, and I was actually telling Dan about it. I don't know why I didn't think about it. So, as you guys know, the sauna is my happy place. This is where I go to kind of unwind. I spend 30 minutes sweating.
And where he farts.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. When I'm by myself, I fart. There was a time where I farted and pissed somebody off. If you haven't seen the video yet, go check it out. And if you want to hear the longer version, maybe we'll release that at some point as well. So, I'm in the sauna. And I'm in the sauna for a couple of minutes, and I use it all the time. So I check it. I know how it operates. And I sit down, and this guy walks, and I see him before he gets in. He's like, he's screwing with it. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm like, it's on. Like it's obviously on. He gets inside, and I realize now that he's inside, that the coals that heat up, it's no longer on. So I'm like, did you turn it off? No. It doesn't get hot enough in here. And I'm like, I go, because the coals aren't on anymore. And he's like, no, it doesn't get hot in here anymore. I'm like, okay. So then I'm sitting there. I'm like, it's not hot. It's not getting hot. I'm like, so I have to leave. I go and I look. He turned it off because he doesn't know what he's doing. I had to turn it back on. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It happens. I get back in. I sit down. And it's getting hot again. I'm like, oh, you see, it's on now. He goes, oh, okay. Now he's sitting there and he's like, and now there's like a thermostat in there. He's covering it with paper. He's like, oh, it doesn't get hot enough in here. Because what that does is it now makes the sauna get really hot. And I'm like, it gets to 195 degrees. I'm like, how much hotter do you need it to be? Oh, I really like the sweat. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't mind it being hot. So fine, I'll let it go. Now it's getting really hot in there. I'm like, that's okay. And I'm sweating because that's what I do. And now he's in there and he's tapping his foot and he's tapping his hand. And now remember, this is a small sauna. It holds like 3 people. And I'm like, and I'm just trying, like, I'm trying to, like, just kind of zone out.
He's taking away your enjoyment.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, man, do you mind? And he's like, what? I'm like, can you not, like, tap? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, I wasn't trying to be that guy, but I'm like, if it was a larger sauna, I probably wouldn't even feel it or care. But when you're tapping and I can feel the vibration and I can hear it, even through my headset.
Based on your sauna stories between your farting and...
You should get your own sauna.
I've been looking into it.
You need to get your own
me.
sauna, or you need to figure out a time at your gym where the sauna's not being used by others.
I want to tell you, I went this afternoon.
We need a sauna sponsor.
You need a sauna sponsor.
I would love nothing more. I sauna every day for 30 minutes. It's almost my own religion, the sauna religion. Come join my sauna religion. We'll fart together in the sauna. We'll stink it up together. It's just kind of like my place. When I go on the weekends, it's perfect because, like, specifically today, I went like at 1 o'clock, and I'm watching the Red Zone in the sauna, and there's nobody there. All that happened today, there was a bunch of people in the sauna, which was fine. I don't really care, but they're just being in the sauna. I don't care if you're in there. But usually I love to go. Usually it's just me sitting in the sauna. I get to sit in the sauna by myself.
I feel like you need to be in the sauna by yourself.
Nah, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm in my own little world.
Yeah, but if someone's annoying you, changing things, or you're farting.
Don't you like the sauna? Don't you like the sweat?
I actually do. I mean, I don't sauna like you, but I do love when
I'm trying to picture. What are you wearing in the summer? Just a towel?
No, I just wear my underwear.
Oh.
Okay, your spandex underwear.
Yeah,
black spandex
underwear.
underwear.
It looks like a bathing suit.
Without your shirt?
Yeah, I'm not going to
So everybody's seeing the...
What is there to see? I'm a man.
have a towel that you actually put over? Aren't you supposed to put a towel over your back or
No,
something?
no, I sweat too much. A towel would be. I wouldn't be able to use it afterwards.
Even to wipe
I
yourself.
use it to wipe myself, but if I was to sit on a towel when I leave the sauna, it would be like it would be gross. It'd be
Has
like soaking
anybody
wet.
ever come in the sauna and you feel like they've looked at your loose skin and been
I
like,
could care less.
Okay,
really could care less. No, I've worked hard. I've worked my fucking ass off, pun intended, to have that loose skin. You know, I tell you, perfectly honest with you, my loose skin isn't for people that were as heavy as me to be as thin as I am now. I'm telling you, people, I have it good.
Yeah, no, I think you look fantastic.
I mean, it could be way worse. I've seen people with where their stomach hangs to like below their. And it covers their crotch.
Oh.
I don't really have that problem.
Okay, thank God.
So I mean, it's loose and whatever. I mean, I could be 400 pounds. That's grosser, I think.
I agree with you. I agree.
We need to move past this segment.
Moving on,
Starting to get
ladies and
nauseous
gentlemen. Daniel's about to throw up. Now, I do have a funny story, but I feel like I've talked a lot here. And then Daniel sent me the story about Kim Kardashian. So she owns a company called Skims. If you're not aware, it's a clothing line for women and men, and it's expensive. And there's a Skims actually in the Boca Mall.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've actually gone in, but they released the thing. Was it Kim Kardashian's hairy thong? So I don't know, Daniel, did you read this article?
No, not hairy thong. It was like pubic
No,
hair
it's
thong.
just
Yeah, it's
pubic hair
hairy.
coming out. It's a gimmick. It's a novelty. It's
But
a
what's
novelty.
the point of it? I saw it. I mean, Kim, I know we all have
Is it a
different
PR stunt?
It
takes
just
on her.
shows she can sell. If she had a pile of shit and put it in a box, she would sell 1 million units. This
But
chick.
what is the point of the pubic? I was. Did you look into this further? Like, why?
It used to be really big in the 70s.
That?
Don't you remember in the 70s
It was
when women...
popular. It's first of all, again, it is popular now to have like a bush.
But what if
It's
is
become-
it like lingerie? Like, is this supposed to be something that gets your spouse going? Like, are they supposed to wear? When are they supposed to wear the pubic hair underwear?
It's just a conversation piece. I guarantee us just talking about this is exactly why they have this available for sale. I mean, it's just so out there.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's.
I mean, yeah, we'll show some pictures of it. I mean, I just find that I don't understand what the purpose of it is.
I think it's a women empowerment thing. So if you notice now, women don't shave under... Now, I'm not saying everybody. A lot of women...
How do you know? You've been married for fucking 10 years.
Hold
What are
on.
you watching?
I'm not blind. I
talking
read
about-
the news. I'm saying I've seen a lot of young women who don't shave under their arms and they let the hair grow.
I feel that's gross.
And they let their
Gross.
Okay, it's not for you. And
Okay.
they let their bush grow.
No bush grow. It needs to be shaved
Well,
completely.
you're asking a question. I'm trying to give you perspective.
Okay, but if they wear it, what are they getting out of it? Just grow your own bush.
Anthony, you don't watch porn where sometimes the girls they don't shave.
Yeah, well, no, they'll have the hair area on the top area, but it won't be like a complete old school bush.
So, you know what's
Like
funny?
back in our day.
No, there's a movement now.
So it's funny, in the 60s, it was a big bush, right? A big hairy bush. In the 70s, it was a landing strip.
Yeah.
In the 80s, it was kind of getting almost non-existent. In the 90s,
waxing was big
In the
in the
90s, it was a Brazilian, and in the 2000s, it's cock.
It's
Now women have penises. Now women just have a cock.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So you went from having hair to having a penis.
No, I feel like landing strips were in our era now. Like, people like landing strips; they're fine. But I don't know if bushes are going to ever come back into
Well,
play.
they are.
What about George Bush?
I mean, I'm sure George Bush liked Bush.
Since we're talking about Bush, I have on the show sheet here that I don't know if you noticed, but you know what ChatGPT is, right?
Yeah, of course.
OpenAI. So they're going to start having a age verification, which means they're going to open it up to erotica. So that means they're going to let ChatGPT is going to be able to talk to you dirty, and you're going to let. And so imagine it's going to be able to make porn, right? So you've seen the videos that have been made.
Yeah,
So I only imagine what AI porn is going to look like. I mean,
It will look real. I mean, it will be like you'll be able to create your.
I mean, they're
own,
already doing it now.
your own porn scenarios.
well, this is how I look at it, right? I don't really have a problem with it. I think you should have the way to express yourself any way that you like. But I think what's going to happen is you already have a society where kids don't go out. They play video games. They stay inside. They don't interact. They're socially awkward. Social media is doing all this stuff. And now they can create. I mean, they're not old enough yet, but at some point when they reach 18 years old of age and they reach the age verification, they can literally have sexy time with their AI.
With their AI.
And that goes back to, again,
So
with the sex
weird.
robot that Daniel wants to have sex with.
I mean, it's just so.
Tell me more about your sex robot, Daniel. What would it look like? Tell me, what was her name? What would be her name, Daniel? What did your robot
Erica.
That's gross. You really want to bang a robot named Erica? Is it going to sound like to me too?
Listen, I'm old-fashioned.
Daniel. Give it to me, boy. Give it to me.
Could you imagine Erica?
Give it to me, Daniel.
Give it to me, boy. Give it. I am checking.
Put it in my third input.
Daniel,
Put it in my third input.
Imagine creating an Erica with Eric's voice, sort of just as a woman, but it's Eric's voice.
Would I have
and
big boobs?
Eric's tenacity. Could you?
Nobody wants that.
No.
I'm not even sure my wife wants that. I'm happy she does. God bless her little heart. I love my wife. Thank you. My wife received an award this week.
Oh, that's fantastic. What was the award?
She was given an award by the ABA.
Nice. The American Bar Association,
Yeah.
for those of you that don't know.
For service to solo practitioners, because if you're an attorney and you're looking to change directions or become a board member or things like that, you don't know how to market yourself. That's what my wife does.
Well,
so.
she's been great at it. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
give her credit. I mean, talk about someone, that was sort of, she wasn't always in the scene, but she has taken social
She's
media.
created a niche for herself.
She's created a niche for herself. I've always respected what she's done. And
Well, it's very rare that somebody changes profession, right?
100%.
So she was an attorney,
And she went to
then
something she
Said,
enjoys.
I want to do something completely different. You
Yeah.
know, when you have a beautiful white collar job,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, it's hard to just jump that ship.
No,
and she reinvented herself 100 times over.
And not only reinvented, did it to the top level of her area.
Impressive.
So, she became, as if you don't know about Eric's wife story, she became a resume writer, one of the top in the country. She loves writing, obviously. She's a phenomenal writer, which is why she was a good lawyer. But with that said, she's taken her niche and done.
Yeah, it's funny because when I first met her, she worked for farmers in house, and that was like her dream job. She would tell me, "Oh, this is my dream job," and she was super excited to have it. It paid really well, and then shortly after that, she was like, "I think I'm going to start my own business." And I'm like, I just remember sitting there on the couch watching her burn the midnight oil and working her ass off. It's one of the things I respect about my wife is her tenacity, work ethic, her determination to be successful makes me feel like, damn, I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
Hey guys, please make this podcast needs to take off. I need to be more famous than my wife.
No, she's impressive. I've always been impressed with how she's branded herself and her branding. She could teach. I mean, she does. She goes and speaks all the time about branding and selling yourself, and that's what she's good at. I mean, she's done a phenomenal job, and she practices what she preaches, literally.
Daniel, what are you good at? What is Daniel good at?
I'm really good on the Sony PlayStation. I've mastered MBK
I don't think that's true.
to
I don't think that's true.
basketball.
You
2025
played
2K.
a lot of video games, and I never
I was a decent Madden player.
You were decent, Matt. But the few games that I got into a little because I was never into, I was able to compete with you.
Barely.
You were never great.
I was a solid good.
You were solid good.
I had my moments, just like when I played, minor basketball at the JCC.
Oh my god!
Oh, and
I
he
had my moments.
Right,
his vertical leap was like credit card.
it was
like, he's good.
No,
snap. Sorry.
Daniel would have moments in a game. Just so you understand, my brother's very tall. He's 6 foot. What's 4? Daniel?
6'4".
He's 6'4". So
Never noticed.
He'd have moments when we're playing basketball that he would all of a sudden there'd be like a 2-3 minute period where he would like dominate a game for a second, and then all of a sudden the real Daniel would come back out. Like Slim Shady. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? The real Daniel would stand up at the end after a few minutes. That's what would happen.
I guess that's why I'm not a professional basketball player.
Well, I have the same question for Anthony, and it can't be I'm a good lawyer because I don't want to hear it. What are you good at, Anthony? What is Anthony good at?
Reading and comprehending, which isn't necessarily.
What is this, an SAT?
I'm good at reading.
Anthony scored really high on reading and comprehension.
I'm very good at reading and comprehension. I was good at every sport I played. I mean, listen.
Good?
I was a more than average
Daniel,
player.
would you like to rebuttal?
In tennis, basketball, football, anything I played well. I mean,
I agree. Anthony's hyper focused. His OCD, he always felt like he had to be better. So it would annoy him. Like even the one time I remember playing Anthony, I don't know, we were just playing like one of those basketball games, and it bothered you that I almost beat you. Remember that one game at your house? You're like, no, I'm not going to lose the game. You were so focused on beating me, you actually did. You did. You beat me that one game.
I wouldn't let it happen because he was close. It was close.
I feel still to this day you guys have that you still have that fight in each other. Like I want to be better than Daniel. Daniel wants to be better than Anthony.
Anthony's always been competitive, and I'm not. Anthony feels like I'm better than you. I have to be better than you at everything, whether it's jerking off, having fun.
wow. How do you
Party annuals?
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
You just
Everything-
said
everything-
You just said something. I need more information. If there was a contest, who was better at jerking off? How do you judge that? Is it speed? Is it the amount of cum? I mean, like, what are the rules?
And I think it goes to the theme where he always somehow brings it back to a sexual item. Like how?
I'm doing it for ratings here.
I
I'm
just-
trying
I
to
just-
get our extra
Hold on.
3 subscribers
So
here.
let's
to our
reset the
channel.
game right now. It's the World Olympics of jerking off. What are the rules? How do I win the gold medal? How do I beat you? Is it speed? Like, okay, 1, 2, 3, go. The
I
first
got it.
person
No,
to come
you
wins.
have to
Like,
use your,
How
you have to
quick?
use your opposite hand. So if you're a righty, you got to use a lefty. That's the competition. You're a lefty, you have to use your righty.
How quick can you get yourself off? I think that would be
Wow.
That would be the.
So would it be like multiple ejaculations?
No,
What if
no.
I can come twice?
No,
Wouldn't that be
no,
like
I think-
automatic? Like, holy shit, this
I-
guy's amazing. Like, is that cheating? You know, am I allowed to use magazines?
Oh.
Like, would that be considered steroids? Like cheating? Oh, this guy he couldn't use his imagination. He had to use porn.
Does anybody use imagination anymore? I mean,
No,
that's
no, they
still-
use ChatGPT now, as we discovered.
ChatGPT.
Hi, it's ChatGPT.
I'm actually gonna say something. I don't know whether maybe we'll edit it out later or not, but there was a time many years ago. My wife I had to check my sperm right before having my first child. Right, she's like, okay, so you have to. I want to know what your sperm count is. So I had to go and I went to get tested, and I walk into this doctor's office, and they're like, they give me a magazine. They're like, you can go in that room. I'm like, to do what? And they're all outside waiting.
And
There's
don't
like 3 or 4
they
people.
give you videos? Do they give you videos?
They
and
gave me a
magazines?
magazine,
They give
and
you a
I said to
magazine.
myself,
Is it a comfortable chair?
So
Like, what
I
are you sitting
actually
in?
Do
did
you
not
sit down or lie down when
Did
you
you
do it?
stand up?
how
I have
does it
I have a
work?
ton of
I like to
questions.
think
No,
so do
I mean,
I.
it's kind of weird, but whatever.
Okay, well, answer
so
us.
I'm going to
Did
tell
you
you.
sit
So
down or
I was in
outside?
there. It was kind of weird because, of course, 3 of the girls were smoking hot. I don't understand. It was like 3 beautiful girls.
Wouldn't that help?
One doctor. I'm like, God, they're all knowing what I'm doing in here. This is good. So I go to them. I'm going to be back. So I actually had to go down to my car. I could not do it with them knowing that they were outside waiting for me to finish my job. I just didn't feel like. So I actually had to go to I went downstairs in my car and I did it in my car.
What?
Wait a second.
Is
They let
that
you-
weird?
They let you
Not.
go out. They let you do it in the car, not in a sterile environment.
No, I did. They gave me a cup.
Okay.
Well, it's sterile for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You have like a
I
15
guess I
minute
can
window.
see that. I guess see you go into this room and like I'm like, what am I supposed to stand here? Like, and you know the people on the other side of the room are like, he's in there jerking off.
Like,
Why is it taking
how
so
is
long?
the room set up for you to do it? Is it set up? Is there a chair there? Is there a
Yeah,
bed?
yeah.
Like, what
Oh, a
is
bed.
going
No
on in the
bed.
room?
There's a vibrating water bed, Anthony.
Not,
there.
not
They
a
would-
bed, but is there
Are
like
there
a
mood
doctor's
lights?
bed?
No,
You know, like
it was
the
a
standard-
regular
Doctors.
doctor.
Okay.
Was there a
chair,
smoke
like
machine
like
and music?
No. Yeah, there was disco and
I just want to know, did they applaud when you brought it in?
that was it.
Or did you or did they just go like, here's my sperm?
Oh God!
I'm like, they're like, this is it. I'm like, oh well, do I get an A for effort?
You get an S for sperm, sir.
that was
Thank
a lot of
you.
fun.
Thank
So
you for
that-
your donation.
So you went to the car.
I actually
would
had
have been
to-
uncomfortable in the car.
No,
People
no,
are
no,
outside
now
the
I
car.
have more
I'd
questions.
rather be in the room.
Hold on, now I have more questions. Now he's in the car. He's in the parking lot of an office
Yeah,
building. So where do you go? Like, how did you hide yourself? Like, people are walking by, like, is that guy jerking off in his car? Like, what the hell's going on over
Well,
there?
it was, I had that. My car was under a tree.
Are
I
your
was-
windows tinted?
was-
Are they at least tinted?
At the time I did. I had
Okay.
a Cadillac
So there you go.
truck, and it was. I was kind of under some trees, and a cop came over. He said, "What are you doing over there?" No, nothing. I'm just no cops, but
Playing with my cock and balls.
yeah, it was rather quick. I was able to do. I think I beat my own record.
Wow. Would you have won the gold Olympics, the gold medal, the sperm Olympics?
I think so.
How quick were you when you went to the car?
It was a solid 2.5 minutes. I
Did you
think it
still
took.
use the magazine they gave you, or did you use your phone?
No, I used my mind. I
Okay.
couldn't with the magazine because they don't let me take the magazine with
Who
me.
did you think about in your mind?
Oh,
My
I'm doing the
wife.
same thing, yeah.
My wife. I only
Lies. He's lying.
I thought
He's
of my
lying.
wife. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, listen, we can go from.
We can get a little serious. I mean, look,
We can get a little
we've been kind of silly today, and I know Anthony has some things on his mind, and those things are young Republicans. So if you don't know what that means, there's been some leaking things that have come out in the world, and I guess my question to you, Anthony, really becomes: is this kids being online, just being kids? Because we could all say we're in online chat groups where we say inappropriate things. Is this a joke? Is this crossing the hate speech? Like,
no.
Tell me your thoughts. I need to know more about what you think about. These leaky texts.
To me, this isn't even a political thing. I mean, when you go through some of these texts, and I pulled some of them up, this is a conversation that they're having with each other. And when I say young Republicans, again, to me, it doesn't matter the political orientation. That's not what the point is. We're not a political show. But the fact is, I'm trying to understand how anybody could think this way, talk this way, even have these thoughts in their head. And I'm just going through some of these texts. Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber. Great. I love Hitler. Also, we are officially under consideration for a Trump endorsement. You're giving nationalists too much credit and expecting the Jew to be honest. When do we bring that side out? I'm ready to watch people burn now. Are we going to take whatever it takes? If we ever had a leak, or if this chat, we would be cooked for it. As someone actually joking
100%.
about the actual chat chain. I'd go to the zoo if I wanted to watch a monkey play ball. When do we start bullying, dude? Kicks the bitch. And everyone that endorsed, but when votes for us is going to the gas chamber. Boom, they're dead. They love the watermelon people. I mean, just saying this is making me sick.
Let me ask you a question. How did this even get out? I'm curious.
It's on that new thing. It's on the same thing that they had.
Discord.
Oh, what's it called? That thing that they found the Hegseth emails about
Discord.
The war? Okay,
Gotcha.
whatever it is, I don't know what it is.
Thing.
But the point I'm trying to make is, and what we're going to try to say to you here is, I don't care
right.
what political party you are. I don't know if this is something they're learning in their house or something they're learning from their parents. These were high-end political leaders in the party. Some of them were state senators. Some of them worked for different congressional members and different... I don't know who thinks this way. Maybe I'm naive. I thought we were past this, and that could be my stupidity.
But maybe we're taking this out of context a little. I'm not trying to get... By no means am I getting political here. It just... I think, first of all, these comments can cross party lines. I mean, people say things on both sides, but listen, I mean, people sometimes say things amongst friends. I know that when I spoke to Eric or a bunch of other friends, we've been derogatory. We've said things to each other. I just think it was taken.
I don't know if you can make an excuse for any of this. Like, this is, I don't care what political side it is. It's one thing to say a one-off when you're joking with your friends. This is a communication of a constant 2,600 text message. This is how they're referring to black people. This is how they're referring to Jews. This is a trend.
Do you remember, Anthony, do you remember the Miami Heat basketball player who got kicked off the Heat team for saying a racist? I think he said
3 years ago. Yes, 4 years.
What was his name?
I forget, but I know who you're talking about.
He was tall.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, he said some things that were inappropriate. His best friend's probably Jewish. Daniel, he was saying some things.
We got to stop what you're doing, though, by saying that is giving justification. We can't do that.
I don't think he's trying to normalize it.
You can't normalize this.
I think no matter how you look at it, any kind of hate speech or racism,
this is
no matter what context, unfortunately, this is something that was leaked, whether amongst friends or not. It's gross. But the other thing what Daniel's trying to say is that if it's happening on the right, it's happening on the left. And if it's happening in political arenas, I promise you don't have to be in politics to have a conversation with your friends in a chat group and say gross, inappropriate things.
I understand, but when it's a constant messaging, it's not a one-off where you make maybe something in an inappropriate joke, which people do, sadly, here and there, even that. This is a communication,
and they're all friends with each other, right? All these guys are on the same group.
They're calling black. They're not referencing black people. They're calling them. Daniel, they're calling the watermelon people. Stop it. You can't justify this. If we do, then we don't have a society anymore. If this is how people refer to people, we're all human beings. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, green, Haitian, and I don't care what you are.
But many times I've heard people of minority talk down about white people in front of me.
Daniel, that's another whole segment because they are the oppressed in society, so they feel like they can do it, and we allow them to do it.
It's the same thing. It boils down to that division. It's racism.
It just creates
religion.
division.
It doesn't matter. Like Jews versus Palestinians, Arabs versus other Arabs.
But there can't be double standards, Anthony.
There's not. It's like Bill Maher said this week. Bill Maher said a great comment. I think you watched the same episode because you sent me some clips from it. He goes, "There's no doubt that the Republican Party is doing a great job at a cultural war thing, but then when it comes out to show that their side is he goes, you can't say that a Democrat is racist or this is racist, but you can always say at the end, it seems like the racial elements are coming out of one party. It ain't coming out of the...
It's coming out of both sides.
No, but
it's kind of like what happened with John Gruden. Like, he got fired from the Raiders for something very similar because leaked emails. Do you think John Gruden is that person?
No, but there was more to John Gruden's. I think the league wanted him out. There was other elements there that are corporate issues that were going on.
But inappropriate comments is what got him fired.
But this is beyond.
I agree. There's no place in this world. Look,
again, not that it's coming from Republicans. It's beyond. No one should be talking this way to each other on a constant basis. Like a one-off, I understand. Even though that could be considered unseemly, but when this is your conversational piece, I have a problem with that. This is how you're communicating with each other about others.
Let's put it in perspective. As Jews, all four of us having family members going to a concentration camp because of hate of a religion and of a people, and then murdering them is wrong, no matter how you look at it. I'm using Jews as an example because I'm a Jew, and I've had experience with family members that have been in this situation, but there are other examples of this exact thing. So it doesn't matter if you're Jewish, if you're Christian, if you're Arab, if you're from Syria, if you're from Rwanda. I mean, there's so many of these examples. It's wrong.
It's wrong.
It's not right.
It's not right.
And, the closer we get to eliminating this, I just don't think we're ever come to a place where people are raised to hate each other, whether it's by
we just live in a multicultural society. There's so many different cultures and races here. It's impossible for everybody.
Just accept everybody for who they are and let everybody's trying for the same thing. They want to live a good life. Sure. They want to earn a living. They want to feed their family. They want to go on a couple vacations. Who cares what color they are? But again, they
were raised to think that color or that religion is bad.
It's crazy.
Anthony, we have 360 million people to live in this country. There's going to be.
I'll give you an acceptable, Dan. It just doesn't make it acceptable for anybody.
I even have an example. When I was in third grade, I moved to Newport Richie with my dad, and there wasn't very many Jews there. And when I told one of the kids in my class that I was Jewish, he asked me, "Where are your horns?"
Oh my God.
I mean, a third grader.
Okay, no, listen,
this is like 1983.
I never knew
it's now 2025, and nothing's changed.
Yeah, no. I went to a prep school in Orlando, which is actually famous now for basketball. It's called Montverde Academy. When I went, it was for naughty kids, which we'll get to when we give our historical stories. But with that said, none of my friends there met a Jew, and that's the first time I learned the word kike. They would call me kike. I had no clue what a kike was.
Let's go fly a kike.
I had no clue what a kike was until I went to Montverde, because we lived in Miami.
I think we've all had anti-Semitic remarks said in front of us.
My wife says she goes to a doctor every week, and she feels uncomfortable, and he always makes Jewish comments. He goes, "Your people do this."
Your people.
To my wife as a farm rep, which I tell my wife, that's anti-Semitism. Yeah. I mean, that's him and he might not be trying to be rude to you, but by him saying it and framing it in that way, he's being anti-Semitic. Why does her Judaism matter?
Well, let's not bore
I'm surprised
people.
She has a doctor that's not Jewish. That's weird to me. Every doctor is basically Jewish in South Florida. So something's
we live
wrong.
in Boca. Of course we have an attorney. We're Jewish. Of course we know a doctor. Of course those things. But
listen, just everybody get along, love each other.
Love your neighbor.
Let's stop with the hate. I don't care where it comes from.
I have a challenge for people out there. I want you to find somebody that you don't know and just give them a compliment. Walk down the street and say, "Hey, you know what? You look nice today. Wow, have a great day."
Yeah.
Say something nice to somebody, because you know what? You don't know what they're having a bad day, and your nice comment, positive comment, could change everything.
May have committed suicide. Now they won't. I mean, it's true. We don't know what people are going through every day.
With that said, we have come to the point of our show where we're going to have a little bit of fun. Are you ready to have some fun?
I love fun.
Daniel, you ready to have some fun?
I'm dancing right now.
I'm ready to have some fun. Well, we've been doing clips every week, and this first clip area that we're going to talk about is I call it Where Shopping is a Pleasure. Now, this can be many different types of places. The first one we're going to play is titled, My Pussy Matters.
That's interesting.
So we're just going to play it.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter. My pussy matters.
Jesus.
Does she have to pay for that when she throws it?
So
what's wrong? Why is she, I don't know.
Black Lives Matter. My pussy matters.
Jesus.
It's so funny. She's inside. I think this is during COVID. She's inside a Walmart just throwing shit on the ground, screaming.
I mean, why? But what
My pussy
do you know what this goes to? I don't know if this is as much as a... This could be a variation of a number of things. This could be a Karen, or this could be just what we've talked about before. You know how you always say that people are just losing their minds? This could be just one of those, I'm losing my minds.
I know the comment, I have a feeling her pussy has never mattered. It's probably so goddamn true. She just needs to be loved.
She just needs to be
She just
loved.
needs someone. You
She
know what?
needs a hug. Or
Had
something.
you just gone up to her and said, you know what, ma'am? Have a great day. She might not have gone to Walmart and started destroying things.
We all can get angry, I think, and I think we all have an angry side to us. But Eric, could you ever imagine going to
Where's
a
the
Walmart?
Walmart?
doing
Where's the employee? The employee should actually show up and
She's the
talk.
one making the video,
They're-
probably.
What do you mean they're videoing it now? They don't
How
want to. They
disgusting
don't want to
is
get
that?
involved in this.
They want because they know they
nervous.
can make their money on social media. They're like, hell with this.
That's
I'm
the
gonna quit
other sad
Walmart.
part.
This is my way out.
You could be dying in the street and they're videotaping you. You're
I-
dying and there's like,
Yeah.
wow, look at this guy dying. I'm live streaming this dead guy right here on the street.
Crazy.
It is a crazy time.
Okay, that was interesting.
Next one is this labeled triggered.
Okay.
And now I preface this with I feel like this exact situation is the problem with our society.
Okay.
When people act this way and this is what happens because they're triggered.
Okay.
I don't know. Is this
It's like a millennial word. I hate that word.
Keep lying saying I'm threatening you, so I'm recording to protect myself.
I feel bad because she's at her worst right there.
That goes
It's
to
bad.
that goes to Eric's moment. You don't know when someone's at their worst.
This lady always has mental issues. I mean,
Where are they? Where is this?
I don't know. It looks like some sort of like a Sephora or something like that, but I don't think that's what it is. Or maybe a Bed Bath and Beyond.
Crazy lady. She
Jesus.
attacked me and tried to say I attacked her.
Oh my.
Maybe it's a
Oh,
Victoria's
oh
Secret.
my God.
Y'all better get this
Oh,
lady.
Oh.
Oh, it's a Victoria's Secret. A pink store.
Security.
Oh my God.
She just didn't want to be recorded, right? Seems like.
Can
but there's
everybody
more.
be crazy privately? This poor woman has to have it all over the country.
Oh my God.
No,
Jeez.
say, play that. Look how she's shaking. She's actually getting a nice workout with her
Keep
legs. You
lying
see
saying I'm
that?
threatening you, so I'm recording
She's
to
clearly
protect
got
myself.
anxiety. She's got some form of anxiety.
I mean, this lady loses her effing mind, and like, I see it all the time. Like, I see videos where women get pulled over, and she's like, "Stop calling me ma'am. It triggers. I have anxiety." She's trying to get pulled over. She got pulled over for DUI, and she's like, "I have problem with male presence. I'm triggered. I can't." I'm like. Like, this is the world we live in. People start finding they start finding reasons why that they're failing at something, or that this is the reason
or
why.
it gives them leeway to act a certain way, but it doesn't. It's unacceptable and it's insane.
Look, and I hate to say, like this, when you see videos like this, I do also
feel
want to
sorry
give a little
for the person.
perspective
Yeah.
that maybe she does have an issue, and this woman is now exploiting it, and now they see her losing her mind, and she's like, "This is great, let's keep going," and she just pushes her further and further and further.
It's sad. No,
So,
listen, the woman's clearly ill. I mean, she's got problems.
This is one of my favorite videos I've seen recently. This lady has got to be so high. It's called "You Need My Help," and this guy doesn't need her help, but man, this is one of my all-time favorite. This is definitely in a Walmart.
Eternity, motherfucker. I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need
Look
your
at her
She's
mouth.
been in a few
Yes,
videos,
you
by the
do,
way. I've seen her
motherfucker.
3 or 4 times separate.
You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you
She's
please
like a
just
born-again
let me
Christian.
Check out my groceries.
Look at her mouth. Look
I'm
what she's
trying
doing
to
with her
help you,
mouth.
motherfucker.
She,
Wow. This
She's like
is
eating her
What is
face.
she on?
Jesus
Cocaine?
Christ,
I
we're
don't
all
have to
sinners.
do anything.
Cocaine or
We're all sinners.
we're all
He was not
Crazy
he's not
religious
she's a
crackhead
religious
freaking
zealot.
out at Walmart.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get
You
the fuck
accuser.
out of here, you fucking
Jesus.
accuser. You motherfucking accuser.
Look how fast her attitude changed.
Fuck out of here.
Could you imagine you're dealing with someone like
Motherfucking
I've seen
accuser.
several videos of her, so
It's
she's
all the
actually gotten
same-
back to Walmart.
No, it's all the same
Brethren, you
video from different
motherfucker.
angles. This goes on for like 20, 30,
Wow.
40 minutes. This is like a
Jesus.
small little clip of it. motherfucker.
Who just? Let's
Whatever
pause it.
happened to throwing somebody out? You're not
I just
allowed
wanna
to
get
throw
some-
Who
anybody
just
out.
pause this quickly? Who feels like they could talk to people this way? Like at what?
She's high.
Okay, I understand, but Eric, where have we come where people feel like they could communicate with people this way?
To the point where the guy has to videotape himself because he has to protect himself. It's
Yeah.
like this
Yeah, I
lady's
agree.
literally crazy.
Or he has to just walk out. I mean, one or the other. Tape or walk out. Just say, I'm not going to deal with this.
I mean, this is a 5-minute clip.
Jesus, where she's just losing her mind.
And it's the same thing. And then what happens is that Walmart employees and management approach her, and she starts to, and you accusers and motherfucker, and she just goes on. And I'm not going to play, we're not going to waste every time, but I see it, and it's just like, to me, it's amusing. And I don't mean amusing in the sense that, like, I'm getting enjoyment out of somebody else's displeasure, but it's just like the world we live in is so crazy. People have lost their
Is it a
minds.
mental health issue? Do we have a lot of
It's
people with
drugs.
mental health
People
issues?
have been doing this for years. It's just now we
No,
have cameras and we can show this on
but
social
I'm
media.
saying, is this a societal issue, or is just we have a lot of people with mental illness in our country? I mean, it's one or the other.
Well,
like,
we have a
does this
larger
mean-
population than we did 30 years ago, and a portion of that population has mental illness. So
It's drugs. It's so many different things. I mean, so we're going to move out of where shopping is a pleasure and just do some random fun. I don't know if you know about the night owl. Do you know about the night owl?
I do not.
Well, when the night owl comes out, everything changes.
Okay, is this another video?
Oh, yeah. This is a lady who's became famous for being the night owl.
Okay.
oh my god.
Night owl.
15,000 people.
Auntie Hammy. Look at her underwear.
So there's a woman, just so you understand, there's a woman here. She's in long socks. Is she wearing sneakers?
She's in front of a sign that says
what kind of
Trillacucci.
Is she wearing sneakers? No, she's wearing like big shoes.
Owl. She's wearing owl slippers.
Owl slippers. And she's wearing, I can't even explain, is it a diaper with a thing?
Underwear with an owl on it.
That also is an owl
So-
on it.
I think we found our new Dolphins.
This woman is famous for this.
receiver.
Yeah. So what is she? She's just like, that's very interesting.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Oh my!
Now this one is just labeled. This will be the last clip before we kind of get into maybe some nostalgic things in our Britney clip of the week.
Oh, he loves his
Daniel
Britney
did some
clip of the
fun
week.
things here with the Britney clip of the week. This is what the meth is going on.
What the meth?
What the meth is going on.
So presumably on meth.
Oh yeah, not presumably. Okay. Now every time I see this, I see something different. Hold on, I need to make it bigger. Let me turn it back on. Hold on. Technical issues here. Hold on a second.
Wow.
There you go. You got sound. Now, we're going to rewind it. Now, I want you to notice what's going on in this video. The music is great. You got some guy that's obviously high, out of his mind, dancing, and then in the background, are they giving that lady CPR? Is she dying? Like, what the mess is going on? Literally.
And this guy's just dancing.
Oh, look, the cop
And now
shows
cops
up.
are- why is the cop? The cop just hit this person. What the hell was that?
So was he choked? Was he like beating that person? This guy's just dancing.
Oh, so maybe these are like his friends, and they're all like high on meth, and he's just not realizing one's dying.
I mean, this guy's having the time of his life.
Looks like another day in
country is this?
Hollywood,
Is this-
Hollywood Beach, Florida.
This is a Hollywood or
Right,
Hollywood.
No, this looks
LA?
like it's in New York City.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You think so? It looks like a foreign country.
Yeah, it looks European.
It says WC. That's water closet.
Yeah.
And
What? That is a weird
It's got
scene
like
going on
London.
here. No, that's not London. That's for sure not London.
Well, London has
That-
the water closet.
But that is weird.
You should do the applause at the end when he does.
He's dancing.
Nobody bends down.
It's
Wow.
good. It's so funny.
And it just the weird thing is the cop then comes, pulls one of the people off that are helping the other. And
Now I know why it was labeled what the meth
is going on. That's
because-
very interesting.
Now, the Britney clip of the week. I just kind of randomly go through Britney's thing and I find something that I find amusing because Britney to me is and Kevin Federline has a book coming out and I think instead of reading Britney's book, we're gonna start reading Kevin's book.
We're gonna read clips.
And Daniel did this fun thing with K-Fed, and first I'm going to play my clip of the week for Britney, and then Daniel can kind of cue up the K-Fed thing he did.
Let me see what's going on here. Oh my, here she goes.
This is
again.
kind of like a montage a little bit.
Here she goes again. Good old Brit. She just loves to dance.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Shake it, Britney, shake it.
There's no rhythm to it anymore. She used to be a phenomenal
It
dancer.
actually looks like she's in front of a bathroom. like
She's like out to dinner, and she decides to do this
right?
like
It looks like a bathroom
an
stall.
intermission of what I had to go to the bathroom while I'm at dinner, and I'm gonna do some
That's
dancing.
exactly what it looked like. She's at dinner in a bathroom
Yeah.
making this video.
and she's like, "Let me go make a quick video." I listen. I've always been a Britney fan.
Oh, wait. Let's read the
can't.
video. Read the thing. Her comment is dinner, sushi date, but I have my own girl party in the bathroom.
There you
we
go.
nailed it.
There's your answer.
Yummy. The
Yeah.
guy was absolutely horrible. Past show effort, no makeup.
Wow, so she's ripping up the guy. So not very nice.
So
of
she was
her.
on a date?
She was on a date.
you
She
imagine?
leaves to go do her own dancing in the bathroom, and she's ripping up the guy on social media. The poor guy.
God
this poor
bless
guy
Britney.
just went on a date. He wanted to. He was probably excited. I'm going out with Britney, and he can't even tell his boys it was a good date. She completely ruined it for him.
Now, Dan, you said 6 minutes and 37 seconds. We got to go into this thing.
Well, let me just give you a little story behind this. So I was, first of all, Federline is coming out with his own book, about his history with Britney and their marriage called "You Thought You Knew." Now it was on USA Today. They were talking about it, and I thought it was really cool. I said, you know what? Let me try this. My brother Jonathan told me about Note XL and Notebook XL, whatever it is, where it can convert. Any dialogue into like a podcast where it's a cool little like transition where you can convert it into an audio. And so what I did was I took the most sexual part of the excerpt from the story and I turned it into an audio file, and
This is the
going to play
crazy-
right now.
I'm trying to find. You said it. I see studio video overhead. Which one am I?
It's at the 6:23 mark.
I mean, this is AI, where AI is going, obviously. So this is a good lesson for you guys with AI.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Go to the 6:23. It started at like the 6:21 mark.
All right.
Alleged breaking point, isn't it? The moment just arrests itself.
And the description of what he supposedly saw is very specific, clearly designed to have maximum impact.
Yeah, lay out the visual the source gives us.
do it.
Okay, so he sees Teresa sitting on the edge of the bed, and Britney is standing between her legs.
Wow.
And they were full on making out. That's the quote. Intimate, unmistakable, and
Britney.
apparently framed perfectly by that cracked door view.
Jeez. And the source really emphasizes the speed of it all hitting him.
Yeah, hits you so fast your brain can't even begin to process it. That's how it's put. It's not like a gradual dawning of realization. It just
So basically, this is an excerpt of Federline explaining when he was on a tour with Britney.
She
and
was
they were
hooking up
at a
with
hotel
someone?
room.
He
Britney-
caught Britney having his way with one of the
Right.
dancers. He's just walking
A
past.
woman dancer?
He's
Right.
walking past the
Or a
hotel
man
room.
He
dancer.
just was. He was
That's a woman
actually.
dancer.
I think he wasn't even married to Britney at the time. I'm not sure if they just got married or but she rented like a block of rooms at a hotel
Right.
for a tour, and she said, "I'll be right back." He was in one room, and he's like, let me walk out and see. And he looked through the crack of a door, and he
she's
saw
getting-
her in between this other girl's legs, making out with this girl. And he realized from then,
in between her legs.
He
Just look
realized
at me.
then that
Look
it
at me.
had to
I'm not
end.
going to make out with you. Just turn. So she was in between in her leg, not in between. her
No,
legs.
she was
They were-
standing up.
They
She
were
was
they were
not-
making out, but she was standing in between.
kind
her
of like
legs.
scissoring, like.
And they were full on make session.
Okay, good for Brit. I mean, listen,
So he
she's young
realized
and
he thought
having
maybe
fun.
this is not the best part of. Actually, this
He
was at
actually
the
thought it
end
was
of the
hot.
relationship because he basically
Were they
flew out that
married
night.
already yet?
I think so because he actually flew out that night. He said, "I want nothing to do with this relationship."
Bam.
And
Sensory
he
overload.
got on
And
a
he
plane
just
and he flew away.
Stands there.
stunned.
As
They were
That's
in
the word,
Amsterdam.
Just stunned.
They weren't
like
even in this
emotional,
country.
Suspended animation.
And the silence.
Yeah.
The silence.
The silence. But again, this is a great clip of also the AI usage of what you could do today.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I mean,
I don't think we need AI to explain
We're testing
catching your wife making out with a dancer.
Yeah.
Full on like.
But
Yeah.
I think he did it all wrong. I think if he opened the door and peeked through and he saw the action, he should have. I don't know, partaked in it.
I
Say,
know.
maybe this is an interesting situation.
Do you mind if
don't
I
know,
join
Cole.
you?
I don't know. I think he looked at it the wrong way.
But look,
Half empty.
we got through our Britney clips. We're at the end of the show now. We're getting to the end of the show, so we got to get into our little sports segment. I'm going to start with my rant of the Hurricanes. I'll let Daniel finish with what we just saw today against Cleveland, against the Dolphins, which I can't even discuss because it will make me throw up to the core. But the Canes this week lost to Louisville. As we know, the Canes have had a history over the last 25 years of always losing a game they should not be losing in the middle of the season. And I feel like we just had that game. Pause it quick. So I feel like we just had that game. I'm extremely upset. Obviously, Carson Beck was horrible throughout the whole game. Mario, I'm going to talk to you directly. Mario, you did a Mario again. Listen, I'm not taking away your brilliance when it comes to the portal, when it comes to recruiting. You're brilliant. But you have a game day coaching issue. You had a minute left with 3 timeouts. You waited until 40 seconds or 35 seconds to call a timeout. There was no reason for us to rush.
He was running out the clock.
There was no reason for us to rush anything. We were down 3. Right. We had ample times. What'd you hold the timeouts for? Obviously, Beck had a horrible game. Even though that last play, I guess Beck said yesterday, if you watched his tape, he said we didn't run the right route. We didn't call the right play.
That game was more on him. That interception at the end of the game.
But you got to give
that was a great
interception, though. I mean, it was a hard interception.
Why was he throwing it like that?
Because he blamed it on the route. He said he kind of deferred it off to somebody else and said it was.
He threw 4 interceptions in that game.
He threw 5 if you count the one that got called back because he got a late hit on him. He really had 5 picks.
But Anthony, doesn't that make a quarterback? Doesn't that a great quarterback would have seen the route was broken and adjusted?
Not only that, he would have noticed with 30 seconds left. You would think, listen, we're already in field goal position. Let's not make mistakes here. I mean, you would think a quarterback would have that. He did put a blame on the play call. I got to give credit for the interception itself. It was a phenomenal interception, very hard interception. But with that said, listen, we aren't the Canes of old. We have to show that we are who we are at all times. I was thinking to myself throughout the game, and this is me just going to old Canes history. I was thinking about the 2001 Canes team when we almost lost to Boston College, that dominant team, and we played that close game with Boston College. You always need that sort of game within the middle of a season. And I was thinking, but this isn't. That's our problem as Canes fans. We keep going back to those dominant teams. They're not them.
I want to stop you for a second here. And we talked about how we knew this loss was coming after they made it past the gauntlet that we talked about.
Yeah.
I'd rather them lose now.
Oh, I agree with that.
Get it out of the way. Get the loss. Look at the top 25, the top 10.
Yeah.
Almost every one of those teams has 1 loss.
Yeah, and not only that, I think out of the top 25 this week, almost like 8-9 teams
Yeah,
lost.
the Hurricanes were the only one that lost. Yeah. So the only thing that really matters here is we're going to play Georgia Tech in the ACC championship game.
But that's not necessarily. That's not a guarantee. That's not a guarantee now because Georgia Tech and I believe Louisville even and a couple of teams have 0 loss in the ACC. So we have to hope for things to happen.
But we're in different divisions. Remember the ACC split into 2 different divisions.
No, but they take the top 2 now. They just take the top 2. It doesn't go.
Does that split anymore?
No, it's the top 2 with the top 2 records in the ACC.
So it could come down to actual where we're ranked in by the college committee.
Yeah, we might get in through the college.
Oh, we're fucked. There we go.
Okay, but
we'll end up losing a second game at the end of the year to Pittsburgh, and then we get kicked out of the playoff, just like last year. It'll be the same thing all over again.
Don't say that,
same old Hurricanes.
Please do not say that, Eric.
We're good.
Please don't say
we suck.
Please don't say that.
Listen, the highlight of this game was me. I lost my bet to Eric, and I was able to dress up in a Louisville outfit.
It's your fault.
There's the irony. Daniel, to top it off, comes to the game, and you'll see tons of clips of it in his Louisville bloody outfit, and we actually lost the game. Like he's supposed to come, it's supposed to be a joke, and we lost the game to the team.
I'm a part of a winning organization.
Let's be honest. Daniel brought the bad juju from the Miami Dolphins because he made the stupid bet. If the Dolphins if the Dolphins lose to New England, I'll do this instead of something stupid that he could have done like 40 push-ups or some stupid thing like that. I'm gonna go to the Louisville game, dressed like Louisville.
And to Daniel's credit, he did fulfill the bet. I mean, he got the mask, he got the shirt, he got the hat. Daniel, to his credit, I mean, I was uncomfortable sitting with him as a Canes fan. The point is, I love you, the Miami Hurricanes. Please don't lose another game this year. It's too much for me. My Dolphins already make me so bloody sick. All I have is you. Please play every game like it's your last game and play it hard. Please.
Help Anthony out here.
What a dichotomy of teams. You got Tampa, that's basically the best team in the NFL, and the Dolphins in Florida, Florida team, are the worst team in the NFL. So we have a nice dichotomy of.
Speaking of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They are good.
They are playing Monday night.
They are good.
In Detroit, and my friendly Morriseri, you will be there crying in the stands.
They are great.
When the Buccaneers drop the bomb on you.
Is she going?
She says she's going to be there.
Oh, Jesus.
I can only assume. The music means, ladies and gentlemen, that we have annoyed you enough. We have effed your feelings enough. And this show is a wrap. We're going to drop the bomb on you. You're going to like, you're going to subscribe, you're going to share, you're going to tell your friends about it. We're coming for you.
We're coming. We want to hear from you.
We're going to send Daniel
Please do.
Rosenfield to your house. He's going to insult you in person. Anthony's going to sue you because he's a lawyer. I mean, I'm a lover. I'm just going to love you. But either way, like, subscribe. Also, submit your stories. In the description down below, click the link, submit a story, rip us, have fun with us.
Please.
Let's get it on, everybody.
Please, Hurricanes, don't let me down. Great show. Love you all.